Hello, and welcome back to Real Time. I'm Tyler,
And I'm Molly.
and here we talk about the movies we like.
And the ones we don't.
We're going to take a break from the spooky Halloween movies to talk about Black Adam, the most recent addition to the DC Extended Universe.
Yes. Spoiler alert, probably.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
I'll put that into effect.
So, Black Adam, this is a movie that, starring The Rock, that he's been trying to get going for the last 15 years. He's been attached to this movie since 2007.
That's a long time. Why has it taken so long?
Oh, just typical studio stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
Warner Brothers being hesitant to greenlight any non-Batman DC movies. Because for a while they really only focused on Batman and Superman when it came to the big screen.
Yeah, I can tell. Yeah.
Everyone else is kind of a secondary thing. It's like maybe we'll get around to you.
Yeah.
That's since changed recently with the Suicide Squad movies, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, the Flash movie, whenever that's coming next year. Hopefully next year. Hopefully Ezra Miller doesn't do any more crazy stuff to get it delayed. Oh, also COVID that also delayed Black Adam for a little bit. So there was that too. And even this year, it was supposed to release in the summer. Didn't do that since it's October.
Why not? Why did they have to delay it for a couple more months?
I think it was to do with the Warner Brothers Discovery merger. It was weird.
Okay.
Like, what at the time that they canceled Batgirl,
Yeah.
they only had enough money to release 2 more movies for the year. That being this one, of course, and Don't Worry, Darling. That whatever that thing is with Harry Styles and Florence Pugh.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. Oh jeez. Oh. Cat attack.
Dang cats. So yeah, that's all that.
Yeah. Alright, so tell me, who's the cast of the movie?
Well, like I said, The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, was Black Adam. Pretty good casting, I think. He looks the part. There wasn't too many of the traditional, Rock snarky comebacks. There was a few, but not. But after he's been more adapted to the modern age. He's not coming out of his tomb, dropping one-liners while smoking fools.
Yeah.
He's kind of funny in this movie, but in a comedically serious kind of way.
Yeah.
And Black Adam in the comics is, he's a complex character, really. But we'll get into that after this. Aldous Hodge played Hawkman, or Carter Hall. Pierce Brosnan played Dr. Fate, Kent Nelson. Noah Centineo plays Atom Smasher, Al Rothstein. Quintessa Swindell plays Cyclone, or Maxine Hunkel. Sarah Shahi plays Adriana Tamaz, I'm not sure what her job was. Was she like an archaeologist or a professor or something?
She was, some sort of teacher.
Something like that. She plays the person who releases Black Adam from his prison.
I never said I was a hero.
Bodhi Sabangi plays her son Amon. Muhammad Amir plays her brother Karim. Pretty funny guy.
Yeah, I liked him.
He was funny. Jennifer Holland plays Amelia Harcourt from James Gunn's The Suicide Squad and Peacemaker.
I don't remember her being in Suicide Squad.
She was the woman.
That does not help me.
Okay.
The first one or the second one?
The second one. She was in like the Task Force X computer area.
Well.
She was also on Peacemaker. She was
Okay.
the like remember in the post credit scene for the Suicide Squad when they saw Peacemaker in the hospital?
Barely.
Okay, well she was the woman there along with Dyebeard.
I'll just say yeah. Let's move on.
Viola Davis is back as Amanda Waller, and Digimon Honsu is back as the Wizard Shazam, the guy who gave Teth Adam and Billy Batson their powers. So yeah, it's a pretty neat cast.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's one I forgot. Henry Winkler is in this movie as
Yeah.
the original Atom Smasher. I thought that was pretty cool.
So I do have a question about that. Did he play the Atom Smasher
No,
in
like
the movie?
no, like this Atom Smasher, the younger one, is the second Atom Smasher.
So you're telling me Henry Winkler has never played?
No, like in the
Okay.
comics, there was the original Atom Smasher that Henry Winkler
Alright.
previously was in universe, and this is his successor.
Okay.
Think of it like in Batman Beyond. There's Bruce Wayne, and then there's the second Batman, Terry McGinnis.
Yeah.
Think of it like that.
But my question is, has Henry Winkler ever played this role?
No.
Okay, there you go. That's all you had to
No,
say.
he's just playing. He's just playing a legacy character.
All right, so he just appeared because they're like, well, let's just make this guy Henry Winkler. That'd be fun.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, that was my only question. I'm ready to continue.
Okay. So, Black Adam, he was a slave 5,000 years ago in Kahndaq, and he received this power to free his people. But he ended up going a bit crazy with power because, as we all know, power corrupts and all that nice crap. And so the wizards realized they messed up, and they locked him away. Now, in some continuities, he gets locked away. Sometimes he gets flung far out into space to where flying back takes him 5,000 years. It really depends what you're reading, what you're watching, all that stuff. So, in the comics, Black Adam is a more... He's not exactly a hero or a villain. He's on the more villainous side, but his main goal is protecting Kahndaq. That's all he wants to do. He wants to protect his people, protect his land, and nothing else really matters to him. All that matters is his homeland. That's his thing.
Yeah.
So, in the one sense, that's a very admirable thing to do, protect your people. But on the other hand, he will kill anyone that gets in the way. He doesn't care.
No, he doesn't.
Because, again, he's from 5,000 years ago, from a more brutal time. So, you know, it's just what you gotta do. And I thought it was funny in this movie that Hawkman was the one who was trying to keep him from killing people, when in the comics, Hawkman is... He's kind of an angry guy.
Does he kill people in the comics?
He has. That's not necessarily a thing he always does,
Yeah.
but he's not opposed to it.
Alright. Maybe he got better.
And Dr. Fate. Basically, with Fate is Kent Nelson as a kid was doing archaeology stuff in Egypt with his dad when they came across the temple of Nabu. Now, his dad released some sort of weird thing, and Nabu accidentally killed his dad.
Oh.
So Nabu saw this little baby boy, not baby, he was like 10,
Oh.
and he said, "Ah, man, I messed up. Okay, I'm your dad now."
Oh, alright.
And so he raised him, and he became the next Dr. Fate. Now, what's interesting is that, like the movie explained, when when Kent Nelson has the helmet on, Nabu is kind of in control. Like, you know, he and Fate kind of Nabu and Nelson have a sort of arrangement. They're like, all right, let's both have our hands on the wheel. Let's just try to help people. You know, all according to Fate. But occasionally, Nabu is more hands-on. Sometimes he's not. It's, you know, it all depends on what the situation calls for.
Yeah.
And as we saw at the end of the movie, when Nelson died fighting Savak, the helmet disappeared. Nabu's gonna find another guy to take the helmet.
Yeah.
That's just what he's gonna do. That's my thinking. That's just how it happens in the comics. All right, back to Black Adam though. I don't really have much to say about Cyclone or Atom Smasher. I'm not as well versed with those characters as I am the other three.
Yeah, their parts were smaller too.
That reminds me though, Hawkman. So Hawkman is I'm not sure if they're actually doing the reincarnation with this character here. Supposedly he's getting a spin-off like series or movie or something on HBO Max or whatever. So maybe they'll better explain his character there. But in the comics, Hawkman is a reincarnation of an Egyptian prince, Qatar Hall. Here his name is Carter Hall.
Oh, Qatar Hall.
And he and his wife, Hawkgirl, Shaira, were it's weird. There's different interpretations of this backstory, but basically those two always reincarnate and find each other.
Oh, romantic.
Yeah, a little bit. I'm not sure if originally Hawkgirl was supposed to be in this movie, but they just couldn't fit her in, I guess.
Yeah.
But that's that. There's also Hawk people in DC Comics from the planet Thanagar, who are like they have actual wings.
Oh, like attached to them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like here.
Like body parts.
Yeah. Here, they're the wings in his armor are made of nth metal, which it's kind of like DC's version of vibranium. Okay, it's just this catch-all metal that can do whatever the plot needs it to do.
Nice.
Okay, it's super strong. It's does basically anything. It's
okay.
It's kind of convenient when you want to do something pretty cool with these characters. Hawkman isn't even the only one who uses it. Deathstroke uses it. I'm sure other people use it too. I just can't think of any right now.
All right. Cool.
None of what I'm saying is making any sense to you at all,
no,
is it?
I'm just sitting and
just
sitting here.
Just sitting and listen to me nerd out.
Yeah. Yep. It's just all going over my head.
Yeah, you should have seen her. You know, while we were watching this movie, and I was nerding out at every little thing.
Yeah, I was just sitting there like munching on my candy.
and I'm just nerding out whenever something cool happens, like when Dr. Fate comes, or Hawkman, or any of these guys. I mean, I would have liked to see more characters of the Justice Society in this movie, like Alan Scott, Green Lantern, Jay Garrick, Flash, Wildcat, Stargirl, Power Girl, all of those. That would have been cool. But I guess we can't introduce all of them all at once.
Yeah, too many characters for me. I wouldn't be able to keep up with them.
So, back to Black Adam.
Back to Black Adam.
Yeah. The movie, not the character. Although the character's probably going to come up too.
Most likely.
Yeah.
It's his movie.
So, Kahndaq now in the modern age has been taken over by Intergang. Now, in the comics, Intergang is it's more of a Superman villain. What they are is basically a gang of mercenaries that were supplied by Darkseid and Apocalypse. Now, they weren't quite so high tech in this movie. Like, they had like regular guns and rockets and stuff, and like helichoppers and whatever. They did have those fancy bikes, so that was pretty neat. But like,
Yeah.
it doesn't seem like they were supplied by Darkseid in this movie, but maybe they were. Maybe Darkseid gave them those sweet bikes.
Yeah.
Who
sure.
knows?
I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. But yeah, and I was kind of disappointed not to see their leader Bruno Mannheim in the movie. But cats.
I don't know who that guy is.
Okay, in the comics, he's basically the leader of Intergang. That's
Sure. All right.
that's what he does.
All right.
And yeah, so, but again, there was quite a few people in this movie, so maybe he'll show up in a Superman sequel. Hopefully, there's a Superman sequel. Speaking of Superman, our boy Henry Cavill came back.
Make sure you watch the credits.
You know, after
hint.
yeah,
Sorry.
yeah, after years of speculating whether or not he's going to leave DC, you know, because he's got a whole bunch of other stuff. He's on the Witcher series. He's got the Mission Impossible movies, although I don't think he's going to be in the next one, considering he died in the last one.
Yeah, I don't think he'll make a reappearance.
Yeah, probably not. He kind of got a hook in the face and exploded.
Maybe in ghost form.
Maybe. I've never seen any of those movies, but
I have not either.
I don't know if ghosts are, you know, accurate to the lore.
My guess is no, but it would be cool.
Yeah. Watch him reload his fists again. Anyways, where were we? Yeah, Henry Cavill, back as Superman. After years of speculating whether he's left the role or not, he's back. It's awesome. I love it. I was smiling ear to ear, just absolutely happy.
And I was sitting there.
Superman's back, dude. It's awesome. And like, we had cameos of him sorta in Shazam and on Peacemaker, but like we never saw his face. It was just some body double. And also on Peacemaker, we got cameos from a few other members of the Justice League, Aquaman, The Flash, and Wonder Woman. Although in Peacemaker, we got to see Jason Momoa and Ezra Miller. That was pretty neat. But no Batman though. But it's okay though, because Ben Affleck is staying on as Batman for at least The Flash and Aquaman 2. So that's
What
great.
about Robert Pattinson?
That's different.
Oh.
That's different, babe.
I don't know. I don't know these things.
It's a different universe, my dude.
Batman is Batman. Batman is Batman. How am I supposed to keep track with all this?
Dude, you live with me. How do you not know?
Because I tone you out whenever you go on your tangents.
Anyway, well, they're still doing that. Like, supposedly, Matt Reeves is brainstorming some stuff for like for some spin-offs for some other Batman villains. You know, kind of like how they did that Joker movie.
Spin-off with Egghead, one of the really obscure ones.
I don't think they're gonna do Egghead, but sure.
Egghead's pretty cool. I love the egg puns. You think you can't come up with another egg pun, and boom, Vincent Price gets another egg pun in.
Gets another egg pun, yeah.
You think there can only be so many egg puns, but nope. Anyways, we got distracted.
Yeah, and I'm sure they're gonna do another sequel to the Batman. Well, a sequel to the Batman. There hasn't been one yet.
Why don't we turn back to Black Adam so we can finish up this video?
Yeah, you need to go shower.
I do.
You stinky
I'm
girl.
dirty.
You smell like poo.
I do not.
Yeah, you do.
I smell perfectly fine.
She smells like poo, everyone.
I do not.
She smells
I
like
just need to
poo.
wash my hair.
So what else do we have to say about Black Adam?
I don't know. You want to do favorite characters, favorite scenes,
Oh,
stuff like that?
well, I do have a few things. Well, let's see. I feel like it went by fast, you know, for like the first hour and a half, but then it started to slow down.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what it is. It's just all of a sudden, oh, bam, almost 9:30. Holy crap! Because the movie started for us a little after 8.
Yeah.
Because dang old credits will always last a long time.
Yeah.
And
You mean trailers?
trailers,
You
yeah.
said credits.
Credits last a long time too.
Yeah.
But yeah, trailers last a long time, which isn't so bad when there's a lot of cool ones. But it's like, come on, let's get to the movie. Let's go, please. Thank you. But like the first hour and a half just breezed by, and then the next 30 minutes were like, okay, this is kind of taking a bit. I'm not necessarily pressed for time here, but this feels like it's taking longer than it is.
Yeah. I know what you're saying.
But I feel like overall, I think that this is a pretty accurate depiction of Black Adam. I mean, he could have been a little bit more meaner, you know, a little bit more hostile. But a few things. This movie's PG-13. And 2, The Rock doesn't really play villains too much. Like there was a few like in the Mummy Returns or Get Smart, but like typically he's the big hero. So this wasn't a hero role, but it wasn't a villain role either. It was
in the middle.
It was Black Adam. Mm-hmm. So overall, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So who was your favorite character in this movie?
Well, I thought Dr. Fate was pretty cool.
Yeah, he's pretty
neat. He can
neat.
do a lot of cool things. So yeah, I'll go with Dr. Fate, I guess.
Yeah, in the comics, he could do so much more wacky and wild stuff.
I bet it does get pretty wild.
Like, if you think Doctor Strange did some weird things in his movies, bruh, Dr. Fate just...
Yeah.
When Dr. Fate is at his most powerful, it's when he combines the soul of himself, his wife, and Nabu to create the true Fate. And at that point, he has all the power of the infinite multiverse at his fingertips. Cats, stop it. And
you can hear him growling, my goodness.
And at that point, he could do basically anything he wants. Well,
Alright.
He could do basically anything he wants as regular Fate too, but it's like Infinity plus one when he goes to that.
So who is your favorite character?
I think I'm gonna have to go with Black Adam. Actually, you know, he's one of my favorite villains from DC Comics. I really like his backstory, his code of ethics, his morality. I like how he can easily go from working with the Legion of Doom to making a deal with Superman.
Yeah.
You know, he's pretty cool that way. You know, he's flexible with his morality, but he's not a total prick about it like Namor is. So that's pretty cool.
Alright.
Now, what about favorite scenes?
I guess there was a moment when after they put Black Adam in the tube to where he can't say Shazam anymore, and Dr. Fate is fighting the bad guy and he wants him to come back out, so it's very dramatic. He goes and mind travels to him. What about yours? You only got a couple minutes. I gotta go shower at 11 o'clock, so hurry up.
I really liked when Black Adam, he says the word Shazam, and he comes back to fight Sabak. He's floating down in a more comic accurate costume. I thought that was really cool. Mm-hmm. He just looks straight out of the comics. It was cool. Yeah. I like it when in more recent movies, when superhero movies are actually able to more faithfully recreate the looks of the comics, because they did that a lot in this movie. They did that with Atom Smasher, Black Adam, Dr. Fate. Although I would have liked it more if Dr. Fate actually had the eye slits, in the helmet. Here it's just like a blank helmet.
Sure.
But it was still pretty cool. Another one of my favorites was, again, the Superman scene. Amanda Waller is telling Black Adam, okay, you don't want to stay in my prison, that's cool, but stay in Kahndaq. And Black Adam just says,
no,
I'm going to do what I want. No one on Earth can stop me. So Amanda Waller, then Superman, someone not from this Earth, to be like, okay, you stay there.
Yeah.
Which I feel like some fans are going to interpret that as Superman being, working for Waller. But I think it's more of, her calling it a favor. It's like, hey, see this guy over here in Kahndaq? He's pretty powerful. You might want to
talk him down.
You may want to talk to him.
Yeah, I saw it as him just doing a favor for the world in general, not, just being Superman.
Yeah, but you know how comic fans are. They're
nerds.
Yeah, we are. I mean, some
Okay,
some
I
concerns
like
are
nerds.
valid, but some are a little bit nitpicky. But it's fine. It's cool. It happens. We're just passionate.
Yep.
Very much so.
Yes, it's good to be passionate about something.
So, would you recommend Black Adam to our audience?
Sure. I guess if you're familiar with the comics, you would probably like this a lot more than what I did,
Yeah.
who was unfamiliar. and just went because you paid for my ticket.
Yeah, I did. Now, would you believe I would put this movie above Top Gun Maverick?
No.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
I wouldn't believe that at all. I wouldn't believe you put any movie over Top Gun Maverick.
No, there's probably not going to be any movie this year.
I've seen you watching Top Gun Maverick. You got a smile on your face the whole way through.
Yeah.
Alright, I gotta go.
Nothing's going to be Top Gun Maverick for me this year. Watch something top it for me.
No, that's not gonna happen.
Probably not.
I can tell you that right now.
Although, if something does, then that's a really good movie.
It wasn't my favorite movie, but it sure was your favorite. I can tell. Alright.
Who's on the team?
Well,
That's going to do it for us for right now, guys.
see you next time.
So long.
We're the Justice Society.